On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. He was brought down at the 40-yard line. Just like last goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
To throw, here's Nix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down as close to the goal line. First down, Spazzel's on the run.
Run the ball first down in this situation, because second down, that gives me an option to run a play action, maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Throwing Nix. This one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And indeed, the flag is out. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on third and long, they'll lead to throw. And the double team, it's intercepted. The Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Intercepted. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Black, 95. Watch out, Madden.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw is going to Kraft. And they wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. This Super Bowl, of course, is a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good. If he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how to handle winning, losing, handle over ticket situations, travel practice, all these things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
Trying to look forward to Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think he's going to get there now. The Bulls are going to mark him short of first. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. It's always here to get a new look. On fourth down, these guys right back on the backfield. And he brings this up to the 36, getting into the first.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for our Packers. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. That's some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. Love, he's going to change the play here.
Fight.
And now an audible here into something else.
.43 rail. Smash. Red. Set.
Here's Love. To the sideline. It's a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
17 yards.
They needed down to the sack
Third
on
down.
first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation. Whether they have a much better chance of picking up.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready. Ready. 10 black. White. White. Slide blue. Hut. Hut.
Now Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
For Jaden Reed.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here.
Ready.
Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Breakaway. They stop it a few yards short. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know, the thought process is interception. Interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up 1 point. So go back on the attack. Go back on the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Captain. On your team. On your team. Gator him. Sit. Olay.
Knicks to the air. That will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of 1 quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. 0-0 our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Nix will try and do this himself. And that will be incomplete. Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
In formation for the
4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on the punt. And did he put that on a dime? He did.
Take over first
At
and
the
10
1-yard line.
at their own 1-yard line.
They're certainly not going to say a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
52 blue. Trouble. 38. Ready.
Complete to Tucker.
Getting just a yard.
1-yard gain.
It'll be second
Brings
down.
up 2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line.
Hey, go Bears. Drill 3. Hut.
Out of his end zone. One up.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Cut.
Again, it's Jacobs on the option. A short gain here.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
At the 29 on
Gain of
2nd
2.
and 8.
Brings up 2nd and
Now
8.
they're going to change things up.
Ready?
From the 29. Side complete. That's Jacobs. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a gain of 11.
The first downs happen to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
First down.
52 Blaster.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This time is they're going to stop the run around the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looks like they'll move things around here.
Right. White.
To throw now. Here's Yall.
Inside for Christian Watson.
He got to know that one before he wanted to. He was
Brings up
right up
3rd
in his
and
grave. I think he was a
10.
dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble.
Slide through. Steal. Check steal. Set.
Throwing. Love. Now we'll top this and run. And he gets us to the other side of the field. Across the 45 before going.
A gain of 17
They're going to
yards.
make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first
First
down.
down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
30. Ready.
Off the option, here's Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs,
36-yard line.
Let's go.
rising loss on the
Here's 2nd
tackle.
and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 36-yard line.
Hut. Hut.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
Jacobs against Roger.
Hurry.
Taken down.
The offense on 3rd down. Just run
No
for 3
gain on
thus far.
play.
Here
Makes
it's
it
3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Ten cycles.
Check. Switch. Red now.
Shovel. 38. Hut. Hut.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he's going to have the Packers first down. It looks like it appears that way.
A gain of
And
3
he got it by
yards.
maybe the length of the
And the
football.
Packers, first down.
Striker.
First and 10
Straight.
at the
Red.
33-yard line.
Yellow. Go. Striker. Check. Striker. Ready?
Switching things up, they'll throw it now to Jordan Love. It's intercepted. A drive kill there. And the Broncos will take away possession at the 34.
First down pass.
That throw, Charles, in the middle of the field, and a few too many
Broncos
bodies in
take
there
over
got
first
hurt.
and 10.
That's a normal
At their own
situation, too. Isn't it?
44-yard
No
line.
matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Ole.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. That's going to be caught by Sutton. Touchdown. Sutton with a first touchdown of the Super Bowl and a longer than. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
The kick is
Extra
good.
point splits the uprights.
Makes the score.
It's now a
Broncos
7-0
7.
game.
Packers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum and were moving the football. But something to at least build on for this offense is that his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. A huge return as he takes this ball down inside the 30-yard line.
First down pass.
Well, that one was in the air for agonizingly long
Just
time.
take over first and
Begging to be
10
picked off,
at the
wasn't it?
27-yard
It's one
line.
thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Hold my set. Ready. Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down on the edge of the red zone.
Carry by number 4.
About 7 or 8.
He's brought down at the 20-yard
That's a guy
line.
that wants to play
It's a gain of 8.
because
Brings
he'll
up
actually
second
set up
and
to do
2.
whatever you want on offense. You come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Second and a couple.
Hold my set. Ready. Ready.
Looking to throw. Nix. To the front. That's complete to his running back. They take him down. Losing yardage back at the 27.
Back at the 27.
It's a loss of 8 on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Congress. Ready. Ready. Ready.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down. That was not easy to hold on to.
It's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got it
Makes the score.
to put it
Goes
through.
10.
And that will extend their
Packers,
lead
nothing.
even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they will wriggle it down a couple yards shy
Packers
of
take
the
over
30.
first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more
Brings up
momentum.
second and 4.
It's time to attack and take some of that momentum.
Josh
Make sure
Jacobs.
you're selective in doing so.
He's brought
Understand
down
where
at
you
the
want to throw the
37-yard
football
line.
and make sure it's open before
Brings
the
up
ball leaves your
third
hands.
down.
Set. Go.
On third down, here comes Jacobs.
Yeah, it's an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That's way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. I'm not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have to
And we take it
It's a
down
gain of
before
16
he gets
yards.
into enemy
That's
territory.
another Packers
Looks to
first
shift
down.
things around.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold
Intended
on
for
that
Josh
one.
Jacobs,
Second down.
incomplete.
The soon as he
It's
leaked
now
out and
second
began his
and
route,
10.
someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Chop. Yellow. 22. Hut, hut.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. They'll get this down. In the game here is the 46-yard line.
A gain of 1. Brings up third down and 9.
Is incomplete. He shook his head right when he
Intended for
released that
Jaden
throw. He
Reed.
knew it was going to be a little off target.
Incomplete.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that
It's
one,
now
wasn't it? He controlled the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On the double.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll
Here we go,
for
here
it
we go.
on fourth down.
50. Green. Claw.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Be ready. Be ready.
Hut.
Love to throw for it on fourth. It is caught. And they work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 21
Packers
yards.
going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As they'll start with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Striker. 3. Here we go. Set. 60 red. 60 slide blue. Ready. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. As he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for
They get
Jaden
backs up
Reed.
against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an
It's now
incompletion.
second and 10
Now they've
at
got to
the
continue to ratchet
25-yard
up the
line.
intensity a couple of more times and
it.
get off the field before giving up any more
6.
yardage.
Measure. Set. Hut.
To the air again, Love. That'll be incomplete.
Love's
Took a
pass.
pretty good shot as he
Intended
tried to
for
pull that
Tucker
one in.
Brown.
Couldn't hang on
Incomplete.
third down.
Brings up a third
As
down.
expected, he's
and
gone
10
to him
yards
several
to
times
go.
in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
He's crashed. He's checking.
Yellow. 43. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. It's taken in by his big tight end. And we'll get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are on the board here in this Super Bowl. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
Let's go now.
Packers will set up for the
Black 40.
two-point conversion.
Set. Hut.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs.
Teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time,
Brandon McManus to kick off
just
for
wondering
Green
maybe
Bay.
running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think
The
stats
Broncos take
time
over first and 10
that running
at
the
their
ball
own
will
20-yard
at least be
line.
the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sitting. And we'll see these two teams go through first.
Intended for
Situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish
Brings
up
up
the
second and 10
get on
at the
out top of the
20-yard
line.
line.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Oh, what's that? Motion, motion. Hey, I hear it. Hey, motion, motion.
To throw is Nix. This is going to be dropped. Gracious. There is no way it's area code that he could not hang on to it. Concentration so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is. But that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers. Literally and figuratively. The final shot before break. Nix. The terrible effects continue. Oh, look at this. Big game. That'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Breaks through the contact. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Let's go.
They trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little bit.
It's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Brandon
Here,
McManus lining up
for
for the
the
extra
point after.
point.
And this
The
one's
kick
right
is
there.
good.
Pushes the lead to
Makes the
13-10.
score Packers 13, Broncos 10. Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone.
The Broncos
and
take
come
over
out
first and
to the
10
20.
at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth. Almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And they're just going to heads just getting moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to steal it? Big challenge for each side.
A gain of 37 yards.
A big play
And the
there on the
Broncos
catch and
first
run.
down.
37 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
As good as he feels, that winds up incomplete.
And now Collins said, at least on this drive, a momentary setback for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. He's got this one complete to Sherfield.
A gain of 11 on the
That one
play.
going for a gain of
First down,
11 and a
Broncos.
Bronco first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On play action, here's Nix. He just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Nix looking to throw again. He's got his man in stride, complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Nix. They're trying to do that. They can't find Gary. And he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there again for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And that's a blows right through it. And that's going to tie us at 13. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
And we'll be stopped up at the
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true. Last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbounded joy. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown. Matthew Gordon, 74 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Extra point for McManus is good.
Makes the score Packers 20, Broncos 13. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And Walker with that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense. They got to go out on the field. Almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They got to go out there and try and stop them. But boy, what a tough spot they're in.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Nix coming down. Lucas Van Ness. And it goes a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
It's 2nd down.
It's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why the defense is getting a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points, and they want to push you back and try to take you out of that.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Going to be incomplete. Trying to spark something there. He's lying throw, unable to complete.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying
starting field position like that, three's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put sixes on the scoreboard.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me about it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline.
It leads to second and 10.
Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Again, the defense off the option. Short game here.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard pickup.
He's going to change the play here.
3rd and 8.
Red, yellow. Red, cycle. Ready, ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. Going on top. That's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Their second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Packers will extend their third-quarter lead in the Super Bowl. And it's no good. He missed it wide left.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Increases, he's past the 30.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big shot because as you know, if you go field goal, makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He's got it in, complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Captain.
Throwing Nix. It's incomplete.
He's headed for Sean Nixon on the coverage.
After me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Here's Nix. He's got a little bit of running back. It's complete.
Nixon
Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
number 4.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ole! Oh, I said! Bombers.
Next from the shotgun. Working the middle of the field. He's got him incomplete. But he doesn't make it, taking it to the eyelashes. Dropped at the one.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Touchdown. It's that quarterback keeping it itself from the yard out. And the Broncos are able to score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point is
good.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
Makes the score Packers 26. Broncos 23.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. These guys will get the football.
The first down at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Fires up quickly on second. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
Now I'm going to change things up. Off the option here, Jacobs. They're going to use check there on the first down. And it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by
You can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead in the fourth quarter. And keep running it, right?
No doubt about it. But what the offensive coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
38. Set, cut.
2nd down, Jacobs runs for it. He's immediately taken down. Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready?
Love. The swing right away to Jacobs. Down the left sideline. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 58 yards. And the Packers are starting to come away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl.
After
the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we're at the time of the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Intended for a
touchdown,
incomplete.
Good coverage there. Forced the ball
2nd and 10
second
at the
down.
35-yard line.
And partner, to me, that one was It's all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Captain.
Nix to the air.
Incompletions on the first two throws has a hard way up. They're trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get the momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Oh, my second.
Operating for the goal. Nix. Devontae Wyatt.
10-yard loss on the
Drives
play.
him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
To the right, yeah. Ready. Away.
They're going. It's Nix. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to pick up all those first down. Will be a big play there. 4th and long.
And the Broncos first down.
Looking to throw. Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. Hook protect himself at the end here. As he lines up with his decent yardage.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1. At the Packers' 33-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. He had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one
It's
in.
3rd down. And
This defense knows
to go.
they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And this pass broken
Nixon's pass. Intended for Marvin Mims.
and now 4th down.
Brings
From a
up
defensive
4th
perspective, they
down.
had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the
The
incompletion.
check is
It's
no
a
good.
target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Let's go.
And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead. 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Love. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. He's going to take it in. Touchdown. Matthew Golden with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. And that is going to be wide to the right and no good. But penalty flag shower in. And I think this is going to wind up a 1st down. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter. And that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle.
Ready up.
But bottom line, you got to keep your cool.
Right.
That was not an example of doing that.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion. The 2-point conversion is successful. That makes the score Packers 41, Broncos 23. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just as not gone as they had hoped.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Broncos.
To throw now, first down. Nick's going to keep this himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Denver. And even 50 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Ready. Captain. Bombers.
Looking to throw. Nix. And the pass is intercepted. He's looking for Ingram. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, a field goal is probably going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be a bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe there's a chance they wouldn't have earlier in the game.
Josh Jacobs, the
to
ball
this
carrier.
defense. They've really stood
Tackle made at his own
and you come up with
9-yard
the
line.
interception in the end zone.
It's a pickup of 3.
To tackle the
Brings
John
up second
Franklin
and
Myers.
7.
They'll come up second and 7.
52 blaster. Set. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. It's urgent. He goes down right
He was
there.
brought down by Drew Sanders.
Gain there following the
A gain of a yard.
first
Brings
down.
up third
You know that
and
old
7.
expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. It's the same thing as always.
Intended for Christian
This for
Watson.
years. You've got the lead.
Incomplete.
Just take care of the football
Brandon
and burn some of
Jones
that
on the
clock.
coverage.
But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Fair catch.
41-yard
Signal
punt there,
for
no
and
return.
taken. The Broncos take over first and 10. At their own 47-yard
Denver
line.
offense at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. As he releases it.
Intended for RJ Harvey.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game.
Brings up
Offensive
second
line unable to
and
keep
10.
leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Nick's going to keep this himself. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's got a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The Broncos on third down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is third and 10. Nick's going to keep this himself.
Gain of 12. First down, Denver.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. It's through the 10.
Complete
It's
to
a gain of
RJ Harvey.
45.
First and goal at the
Chance
6-yard
to make
line.
that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Operating for the goal. Nix. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Intended
That
for
inconversion is not a
RJ
surprise with the way that this one has
Harvey.
gone, and the frustration, the
Leads
body
to
language is
second and
evident
goal.
everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hold
They
the
come
set.
up here with another shot from the 6-yard line,
Take
and it's
11.
second and goal
Let's
now.
go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready, ready.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Well, kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game.
Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And that'll make this now
41. Broncos 30.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered by the Panthers. A miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Set, cut, cut.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as we run the first down. Showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. He winds up getting 8 there.
Brings up
I like the
second
call
and
there
2.
because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is
Set,
tick,
cut.
tick, tick.
33, yellow. Set, cut.
He's going to get it again. He's looking to get forward and protect the ball. Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts.
4 yards.
And they'll be disappointed after going one there after giving us the first down.
Set, cut.
First and 10 at the 32.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, rallying quickly after the broken tackle.
A gain of a yard.
Now the
Brings
Broncos
up
will use their
second
third
and
and
9.
final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's ready.
Again, it's Jacobs off the option. He's going to take the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Taken down back
That's
at
a
the
big loss of
34-yard
3,
line.
and it brings up third down.
Okay, ready.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed
Ready.
to gain a first down.
Black 40. Set, go.
Jacobs going to try to move it. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32. And obviously
He was
well
pushed
shown
down
the
by
first
Bruce
down.
Sanders.
Give him 2
2-yard
yards on that
gain.
play.
It's
And
fourth
that'll bring
down.
up fourth down.
Come on, set. 50, green.
And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi Trophy